Greetings, everyone. This is First Centurion 753 with the next episode of Barbados Island Paradise Geopolitical Simulator 4. And I am looking at my industrial info here. I'm looking at all my major industries. These are all the industries I have. Void and down below, these are industries I do not have. And I've done some subsidies in the past. There's a few industries. I think automobile. We're subsidized by 10 million. Electrical components were subsidized by another 10 million, and electrical materials were subsidized by 10 million, but they're actually not producing anything, so that's a complete waste of money. One of the reasons being is because I do not have all that is needed for industrial materials. I think copper is one thing I am particularly missing. That's one of the secondary industries that's required to run the actual electrical material industry. You need, I guess, copper wiring. So I'm actually going to get rid of those subsidies completely, probably. Look for a copper deal is what's going to be probably my next move. Get some sort of deal on copper. But as far as these industries go, automobiles, I guess I can probably... they've done somewhat well, but I don't think they need to be being subsidized by 10 million. I'll keep them at about $1 million. Electrical components. Now, this is also probably don't need to be subsidizing them by 10 million either. But electrical components is a key industry. I've done some research, and I'll probably do a tutorial on this soon. But electrical components, steel, plastics, water supplies, those are some of the biggest industries that we need for most goods that are going to be produced. Steel and electric components, I think, are almost in like 18 different categories each as far as secondary goods. So I'm going to go ahead and, I can't, for steel, I'm not producing steel either. So I guess I am going to have to try to find some of the products that are needed with steel. So I'll have to make some deals for steel. I'll have to make a deal for copper. Deal for steel. Probably have to do something for plastics. Let's go ahead and take a look. As far as plastics are concerned, plastic industry, sectors involved, oil, coal, chemical industry. That's going to be a tough one because I don't even have the chemical industry going, and that requires, I think, a number of secondary items. Coal, oil. So coal and oil seem to be pretty big. Water supply is definitely needed because if you go into agriculture, that's required for almost everything. So we're going to subsidize water. So let's first start with cutting subsidies. We're going to cut subsidies on automobile construction. It's not doing bad, so we'll keep the subsidies available. It's just we're not going to do it by 10 million. We're going to drop down to just 1 million. 1 million seems to be good enough for a number of sectors. Oh, and by the way, let's just take a look at our taxes real quick. This is going to create a whole bunch of revenue, too. $200 million budget excess. I guess I just got 9 more. So maybe we'll go up to 210. Well, we will after I get a couple more. After I relieve myself of a couple other subsidies. So electrical components, we're just going to get rid of those subsidies altogether. Or not electrical materials. We're just going to completely get rid of these subsidies. I shouldn't have been subsidizing this industry at all. So that will free up. That's going to give us about 19 million more dollars. And electrical components, it is a pretty valuable industry, but it doesn't really produce a whole bunch of employment. It's only employed about 12.5 people. And I guess we have enough. Are we satisfied? Let's see. I can look that up under world info here, I think. Yeah. So our production is much higher than our consumption at the moment. So yeah, we can get rid of those subsidies. I'll drop it all the way down to 1. I want to maintain a strong electrical component industry. We'll keep 1 million subsidy. Definitely don't need 10. 10 seems to be a little excessive. The other industries grew pretty well too, with just $1 million subsidy, as well as a lot of things that's been growing a lot of these industries is the exoneration of taxes. And so I'm going to go ahead and exonerate a few other industries. Water supply networks. Let's take a look at water supply networks real quick. Volume. Oh no, this is the industry. Okay. Employment, they employ about 1,000 people. That's not bad. Our biggest employment industry, what the heck, is software. Software is employing the most people. And right now we are exonerating them. We are not subsidizing them though, but I guess they don't need subsidies. Maybe I'll give them $1 million and see what happens. I don't know. They're definitely being exonerated here. I think I could give them $1 million. GDP-wise, building and housing is definitely our biggest, which is important. I do want building and housing. That dilapidated housing promise, campaign promise, was significant in the last episode with the fact that I needed to keep them undilapidated. And so I do want a strong industry here. They're only generating 8,000 taxes. I could probably subsidize or exonerate them. I think I'm going to exonerate them, exonerate the water, and no point in exonerating steel or plastics right now because, well, yeah, no point in even taxing steel and plastics right now. We'll eventually subsidize them when they start. Maybe if we get rid of steel and plastic taxes, maybe some businesses might just arrive. Who knows? So let's go ahead and first we're going to exonerate these guys. They're exonerated. Boom. And I also want to give them a $1 million subsidy. Boom. Big water supply networks. Got to get those up because they are basically in every single agricultural category almost. But they're also in a couple industrial factory categories as well. So they're pretty critical. And we're going to try to boost that. Oh, I wanted to check out demand, right? That's what I wanted to check out. Yeah, right now we're actually doing pretty good. All right, so, but a big surplus here would be nice because I do want to expand other agricultural industries. So water is done. Plastics, steel we're going to exonerate. Not that it matters because they're not producing anything anyways. So they're exonerated. We're not going to subsidize them yet. If they start to emerge as an industry, then I might subsidize them. But right now we're just exonerating plastics and steel. They are critical industries for a lot of industries. They're secondary industries. So I'm hoping that maybe some businesses will come here and develop in Barbados for plastic and steel. Again, Barbados is a small island, so I don't know how much you can actually fit on the island. But hey, what the heck? It's a game. All right, and building is the other one that we wanted to deal with. Building and housing. You are basically going to just get completely exonerated, I think. 8,000. Is this in thousands or is it in millions? I don't know. It has to be in thousands. All right, so no point in taxing them. Let's relieve them of taxation. And I'm not going to subsidize them yet. Well, let's see. Do I want to subsidize them? How is the demand situation looking? Yeah, we might want to subsidize them a little bit, actually. $1 million subsidy so they can catch up to that consumption. Yeah, I think I might want to do that. Okay. And then I want to go into all the ones where I find I'm going to have to do a reanalysis of my surplus. And industries that I am trying to grow, I am going to make small deals with to fully sell off the surplus. And I think that will also help to stimulate industry as well. So this is a little industrial tutorial. I'll probably do a full one later. I know that was a request. Somebody made a request on the channel for a industrial tutorial. I just gave a little bit one there, but I'll probably do a full one on this economics tab, hopefully within like a week or something like that, if I can get that done. So that's our industries right now. Oh, cotton is the other one I wanted to work with because there is actually a cotton lobby, and I don't know if I can actually negotiate subsidies with this cotton lobby or not. Let's go ahead right there, see if we can meet with him. Who's this? Another ministerial problem. I don't know. There's only 364 workers there. But if we can grow that cotton industry, they got a whole union there, and align with them. That could be a nice voting block, maybe, perhaps. All right, Barbados is underway. Wind farm is about 43 days from being completed, and then we'll see what type of energy we have. Electricity is another big. Yeah, electricity is another big area for a lot of industries. So we're checking all that out. Let's see, surplus. What do we have here now? Did that all calculate yet? Doesn't look like it has. Oh, yes, it did. All right, so the reducing the subsidies there gave us about another 20 million. We are down below 4 billion now. We're at 3.8 billion debt and a 0.22 billion, $220 million excess. Surplus is about 4% of our GDP, which is nice. Our debt is down to 78% of our GDP. Whoa, what is that? Election promises? Hey. Hey. What the heck? Let's go right into housing. Legislation. Allowance. Oh, I forgot how much I was going to do. Oh, I completely forgot how much I was going to give them. Can I get a number on that? I'm going to have to go back in an episode and look. What the heck? Yeah, now I have all this program. This whole program I have to satisfy. 50 bucks. Oh, nice. Okay. I can do that. We have meetings. Let's do whatever. Let's go. What do you want here? Wood. You gonna sell us wood? Yeah, I think I'll take some wood. Cheap. Oh, wow. Right off the bat, we got a good deal with that. Okay, I do need that. I do need that. That is something that I need in certain industries. Alright, let's talk to this union guy here. Let's check him out. Do you have a high alcohol tolerance? Yes, I'm going to offer you a glass of champagne then.
I'd be happy to.
Aha.
That's the what?
There we go. Now. Oh, I can't negotiate anything with you. Alright, I guess that's it. I could give him a medal. I don't want to give him a medal. Why would I give him a medal? It's enough of you. I thought I could negotiate stuff because he was a union leader. Or was he an association leader? No, he was a union leader. I should be able to negotiate something with union leaders, you would think. Okay. What's next? Oh, housing subsidies. Let's get in there. They're cheap. They're not very expensive. And it's a nice, easy promise that I can keep for a cheap 136,000. That's nothing. Boom. Oh, I should have checked to make sure that was going to pass. But it looks like both houses will vote for that. I didn't realize that was going to be a law. Alright, monthly rent. That will be passed. What other promises do I have to keep here? There are no dilapidated houses. Minimum wage, family allowances. Oof, these are expensive. And I do want to build some things. Violence. Why did I do that one?
I think you're doing a good job.
Very good.
You know me. Useless talk is not my grub. I say it to you loud and clear. We are worried in the barracks. If you want to rely on the support of the staff, it is necessary to send a strong signal to the troops.
Nah, they're gonna want more money now?
Business leaders are currently marching through the city relatively calmly without breaching the...
Alright, hold on to that for now. Taxation, still stable. Speed this up a little bit. Well, actually, let's keep it regular pace, because I have to... Ooh, public finances. I have to try to maintain a good understanding of what's going on with the economy now. Things are getting tricky. What else did I want to do? Construction. How much is that family thing going to cost us? I think I just said one per set. That's pretty cheap. Ooh. Will it pass? Cancel. Poll. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and pass that. Those are another pretty cheap promise that we can get right off the bat. Two nice cheap promises right off the bat.
Business leaders are currently marching through the city relatively.
Is that another reaction? This guy stinks. I gotta take him down somehow. But it's not violent. They used to be violent when we were raising that turnover tax rate, which is now up to 15%. It's only getting us 554. Oh, I guess that's good for Barbados. I'm thinking Ukrainian numbers still. It was like 1.4 billion. Value-added tax brings in the most. Yes, and turnover tax is next. Okay. Income tax doesn't really bring in too much. The income taxes are actually pretty high in Barbados, I think. Yeah, those are pretty high numbers. That is our surplus almost. We're not going to abolish income tax. What is the rest of the economy looking like? Unemployment is at 3.7. That's fine. Growth is at 5.63. That's great. Inflation has gone up to 1. It's over 1, but that's because the economy is growing. So, oh, and we are at 4.9 billion. We're approaching 5 billion. So the economy seems to be pretty stable, growing. Inflation's going up a little bit, but we can raise interest rates. Once it gets over 2%, I think is when we'll hit the interest rates. And for now, we're just going to let our industries grow. And we're going to finish the wind farms. And I think some of these laws should be passed sometime soon. We've got a couple laws establishing monthly rent allowance, $50 a month, and a $1 increase on family allowances for 1, 2, and 3 children-sized families. And these should be passed by mid-June. One of them should be passed today, actually. There we go.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Beautiful. Let's get that other bill passed. Doing great.
You're really peak.
She loves me.
Business leaders are currently.
They are still demonstrating in the streets. But it's not violent. So I don't really need to worry too much about it. Look at that. People love me. Now, it should show that I completed a campaign promise, right? What the heck? If somebody can explain this to me, please feel free. Why is it not upheld? Do I have to hold it the entire time? Is that what it is? Oh boy, that's frustrating. Alright, pass this other law, and that will be it for this episode, I think. Statement of the press. Whatever. I'm winning. Not only am I winning, I'm dominating as Barbados. No, maybe not dominating. Got some other islands here. Should we conquer these? I don't have the army. That is an English Commonwealth. That, St. Lucia, is an English Commonwealth. Martinique. Is that Martinique? Yep. Look at these what is this?
Business leaders are currently marching through the city
Anti-management.
relatively calmly without breaching.
I guess I am
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
pretty socialist ruler as far as Barbados comes here. But hey, subsidies to businesses and exonerating businesses, that sounds more capitalistic. Okay, that's about 20 minutes here. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to comment down below. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you can answer some of my questions about why those campaign promises aren't being marked as upheld after I did it, feel free to post. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.